miracle videos.
Beekeeping, harvesting, and maintenance. Traditional honey hunters work on moonless nights because bees cannot maintain a defensive attack in the dark.
You're fine. You look good. You look good.
So, if you're in an area where bees are known to be aggressive, wait until evening before doing your inspecting and harvesting. Tyler, you ready to get going?
Yeah, Matt. Let's go harvest some hives.
You are ready, but what's with the clown nose?
This is a symbol, Matt. There's no joking in beekeeping. There's especially no clowning around when we're out there harvesting.
Well said, Tyler. So, it's not necessary, but having the proper suits and equipment will really help you with all your beekeeping works. So, let's take a look and see what we've got. Boots, brush, gloves, smoker, torch, hive tool, knife, cutlass, bucket with lid, tape, elastic bands,
and suits!
Even if you don't have all of this equipment, improvise with whatever you do have to protect yourself from the aggressive Apis mellifera adansonii. Wear layers of clothes to protect yourself and tie off the cuffs. Be creative. Make a veil from a mosquito net. It works to have 3 people present when opening a hive. One person carries the cutlass and the bucket. Another has the torchlight and the smoker. The third beekeeper will work the hive tool and the brush. Wait until evening when working with aggressive bees. Keep the area around hives clear of weeds and sticks to ensure your own safety. Begin your work by smoking the hive. Start with a generous amount so that the colony reacts gently to your invasion. Smoke the entrance and gaps, and then allow a moment before opening the hive. Knock on the corrugate to awaken any snakes, scorpions, or vicious rats. Remove the corrugate cover and set it someplace out from underfoot. Blow a little more smoke across the top bars to sedate the bees. Use your hive tool to tap the top bars. The change in pitch will tell you where the empty box changes to one with honey-filled comb. Again with your hive tool, slice through the propolis that seals the top bars together. Once a top bar is loose, lift it away gently to avoid crushing any bees. This first top bar is sure heavy with all that honey. Good thing for us, the bees have built one comb on each top bar. That'll make harvesting a snap. Unfortunately, in this next hive, the bees have cross-combed. Cross-combing is a major problem with Kenyan top bar hives. It makes harvesting messy and difficult. Cut comb away cleanly and try to work efficiently. If the harvest season is in full swing, expect to be impressed by your industrious bees. The combs toward the end will be new and hopefully loaded with honey. Use a little smoke to calm the bees as you continue to work your way in towards the brood chamber. Wow! Now this is one of the most beautiful combs of honey I have ever seen. Tap the top bar firmly to knock the bees back into the hive. You can also shake or brush them off the comb. The fewer bees carried into the processing house, the better. If you're ready to harvest, place the comb into your container. Keep it close to the hive and replace the lid to keep bees from following their honey into your bucket. Cut the comb off the top bar directly into the bucket. Careful with that knife. If harvesting a comb that is only partially capped, cut away the uncapped section. Return it to the hive so the bees can use it, and so it doesn't spoil your harvest. Here is our harvest from just 2 KT bees. We'll get a couple of liters of honey and nearly a kilo of wax from tonight's work. Leave only about 2 centimeters of comb on the top bar. This will provide the foundation for the next comb to be built from. Make sure not to leave any honeycomb on the floor of the hive. Tidiness will prevent infestations of wax moths. Even though we ask them not to, bees sometimes build their comb contrary to the design of the hive. Due to cross-combing, you might have to remove brood comb and then reattach it. Begin this operation by piercing a slit through the brood comb. Place one on each end and one in the center, about 1 inch down from the top bar. Thread a blade of grass, some string or wire, through the slits. Be sure that it's strong enough to support the comb until the bees repair the bond. Use your knife to make a straight edge across the top of the comb so that it adheres to the top bar. Once you are ready, join the comb to the top bar with a firm hand. This operation really requires at least 2 beekeepers. Cinch the knot to draw the comb tight against the top bar. Once you are satisfied that the comb is well supported, place it with other brood combs toward the center of the hive. Good management will lead to strong colonies. Study and manipulate the combs so that the queen has plenty of space to lay eggs. Don't allow the brood chamber to become honeybound. Clean all extraneous wax and propolis from the top bars. This will facilitate comb building and minimize the occurrence of cross-combing. Close up all gaps and make sure that the combs are aligned correctly in the hive. Scoop the bees back into the hive. Be careful, the bees may be clustered around the queen. Close up the hive. Replace the corrugate carefully to avoid squashing many bees. Sometimes it's easier to just leave them alone and they'll find their own way back inside the hive. Take a few steps away from the hive and brush the bees off your suit. Make sure they aren't hiding in the creases and folds. Great job, everyone! Separate the uncapped honey tonight and return it to the apiary. This will minimize any spoilage and will keep the bees busy tomorrow while you're processing. And that's harvesting and maintenance for you.
The views and ideas expressed by Nathaniel and his miracle videos are not the views and ideas expressed by Peace Corps of the Gambia or Peace Corps of Washington. Any questions, concerns, or free tickets to closed tapings, please write to P.O. Box 123456789101112 America.